Well, hey there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily. Today we are going to prep this unit for departure and I'll introduce the video once we do that. We've not got much time and we have to run to the rear cab to get this sorted. So I'm going to turn my hood back on just so you can see what... well, so I can see the click spots and you can see what buttons I'm pushing. So what we need to do is... CFA, PZB, LZB, and that is the only controls we need to flip on in this back cab. Close, no. Yeah, God, right. Ah! There we go, got the door. So we'll climb back up into our cab, close our door, close this door for soundproofing purposes, sit down. I will... I did a dumb... There we go. I'll quickly fix the audio. There you have it. So it's a bit of background audio for you now. We'll put our master key in, into neutral, unlock the doors on the right hand side. The other thing to do here is that, I believe, is the master to light switch. Right, there we go. So all the safety systems are enabled. I need to turn my brake key. And then we'll await the off. Lock the doors. Reverse it to forward. Let the brakes off. There we go, and we're drawing tractor effort. So there we go. So our start speed limit today is 120 kilometers an hour. And our next stop is in Mainz. Mainz is about 90 kilometers away. I'm just going to tweak the audio slightly because this thing is loud. Interestingly, yes, that is on. So I'll release up our PZB monitoring. You can barely see it there, it is illuminated though. Oh, there comes the ICE one, that's nice. So there are obviously some services for this, literally two, using the ICE one from Castle Wurzburg. But obviously most of them are with the DBBR 103. My apologies, there you go, headlights are now on. I flicked the wrong switch there. It's the drawback of not speaking German. Don't even see the CFA light on this, so I'm going to be listening for the sound on this. So that's going to go well. I'm going to load up the maybe notch 30. This thing storms at notch 30. So, quick little introduction. Sorry about that. So, this isn't the steering wheel. This isn't how I set my points. Nope, I didn't get Seaford. Good. I thought I did. So this, like I say, this isn't my... I can do that to accept Seaford as well if I want. So what I was trying to say was, this isn't the steering wheel. This is my notches of power. So you can see, but notch 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Basically, you've got 39 notches all in all, and you just move up through those notches at your own pace. So we can actually go straight for 140 today. So I'm going to storm again. Back into we'll go into full power now. Basically, we want to keep it within the red markers, I believe. There you go. So we are up at 130 now. 140 is, well, actually, it's 160 is the highest speed we'll achieve today. These do run it up to 200 km/h, which is absolutely crazy, I know. Quick little silent blast of the horn, just for your own amusement. It must be sounding in the back cab, which is why I'm hearing it very faintly. Shut the power off now and coast. So you've got your Ebola screen here, which isn't turned on. By the way, the train we are running today is the Eurocity 51 from Dortmund to Prague. Just thought I'd quickly give you a look at the exterior. It's a rather pretty little loco. Like I say, the 103 is that classic shape of you know, DB, and then obviously on the back we've got the express wagons, which I believe come with, I want to say BIMs, yeah, no, AVMZs, yeah, BPMZ, BPMZ, BPMs basically. Now they come with the 101 as well. So on this route, the on this route, the 103 is what's called the Hero Loco, which means it's the main loco they want you to focus on. It features in all the artwork. You know, if you think Southeastern High Speed, that was the 395, right? It's the new thing for the sim. I think, I've not had it confirmed to me, but just the level of depth and how it's modelled. This feels like a TSG job. Oh, there's my Seafer light there. Cool, just found it in this cab. So yeah, we've got a while at speed here. So there's a train in a loop waiting for us to come past. I'm paranoid when I drive this thing, because I felt like I heard thingy, like air brake kick in. And see, that's the 110. This loco obviously comes with the TSG Germany route, which I forgot the name of, which I route learned. Oh, he's not even waiting in a loop, he's just parked up there. And obviously he's got some freights, he's got shims, or some shims, a bunch of shims, and the tags on the back there. So we've got 10k until we need to brake. Well, actually, so it's 106 is 110. Notch 33 seems to be holding us nicely at speed today. So about 4k until we need to be at 110. I'll brake at the 2k mark. Just drop it in wide. I'll put a slight bit of rheostatic brake on. Let it slow itself down. Overall, this route's really pretty. This is part of a route. Well, part of this route was already in TS Classic, and we've route learned it in the Ice 1 in this direction as well, which feels bad, but also I quite like this run, and it's, you know what, at the end of the day, the way I look at this is, oh dear God, I'm a bit quick, right, just put a bit of brake on now, I think. Yeah, so a 2k to go, but that's fine. We'll just let our air brakes off and let the train coast. So how do I know that we're 2k to go? If you see these little mileposts, or these little signs here that says 105.0, according to my notes, it's 106.6 is where I have to be at 110. So we've basically got a little over a mile to drop 5 miles an hour of coasting, which I think is perfectly doable. Well, kilometre now. Near enough. Wow. Like I say, I think this is a really pretty run. You've obviously running along the river, which is good. That always helps with prettiness. But yeah, so this obviously is the. I'll show you the map really fast. We started off, of course, up here at Koblenz. We're going to run through these stations. We're now at. We're approaching Spey. We then go through Boppard. So Boppard, Bad Salzig, St. Gore, Oberwest, Backrack, Niederheimberg, Trecklingsausen, Bingen, yeah, Ingelheim, Heidelheim? No, sorry, that's a, yeah. And then Mainz, and then we drop into Mainz, Ausbahnhof. And the trail then continue on its journey with a different driver to Czechia. Or the Czechoslovak Republic, as it was, probably about the time. Actually, no, what era is this route in? It's a good question. Train Sim World knows. So yeah, the spring sail's on, which is of course nice. So yeah, LINKE Mainz Koblenz. So LINKE RHEINSTRECKE. Yes, it's the 90s. So I mean, okay, so it's set in 1997. So it's actually set in the year I was born. I could have done this on the day I was. I could have. Yeah, this is June 1997, so this is literally. So I've set this a few days before I was born. Sorry to those of you who that makes feel old, but yeah. There you go. So we dropped down to 110 in time, which is fine. You just keep an eye on that. So I'm going to drop down to 100. Warning. So I'm going to acknowledge that. Put a little bit of brake on just to slow us down. Literally the gentlest amount of brake. You can put out the friction of this curve slow us down. I'm not sure if the friction of the curve is actually simulated in TS, but yeah. So when I was chatting to a freight driver, the Morpeth curve, which has been around when we did the Lumo service to Edinburgh. The Morpeth curve is a like when he would take freight locos around there, freight trains around there, he'd have the throttle fully open before he'd even pass the speed limit, just so he wouldn't lose speed. Then we can put some speed back on at the 111 mile post. Now, I've got a bit of a congested throat today. It's like a sore throat and congested nose. So I'm like, sorry about that. There's the 120 post. What I can do is just do this. By the time that the speed increases, see what I mean? Like, we've got track traffic going in, but we're just started accelerating. So yeah, you're in 103, 1590. You've got your maximum speeds and stuff there, 200 km/h, so it's certified for. You can also open your window, get some fresh air in. Slightly overblown it. There's a 130. 33, let's go. Oh dear. And I'll coast it from now. Sorry, there's been a bit of a thing going on at my company locally lately, and the glass door's been interesting to say the least. I mean, one of my former colleagues threatened to sue them, which was fun. Don't express an opinion on that matter. I just thought it was fun to read. That was 115.6. What's our next speed change? 118.2, we go back down to 100. So just put a bit of juice on, just maybe about notch 15, just to stop decelerating too much. That's cool, so there are actually two different exterior models for coaches here. Because this one has the conventional lights at the ends, whereas the one on the back, which is a AVMZ, has got these sort of weird wraparoundy lights. Huh. Just cool to know that exists, to be honest. Okay, got the warning for the 100. Uh, 117.4. 118.2, so yeah, we'll put some brake on. The 100's this curve ahead of us, you see, the steep one with the, well, steepish one. Uh-oh. So I've put too much brake on now, so I've got to press the brake release. Lossen's are braken. So going around it a little bit too slow, but that's fine. See, if I'm about to have my mind blown that this will sustain me at 100 kmh, I'll put 140 in just for now. We'll see where we end up. So yes, the mileposts do actually change, but we've got about sort of 60k to run at this point. So of course nowadays you see Stadler flirts running down here on the regional express runs, and ICE 1, 2, and IC 1 and 2s running down here. No, just I've also had some interviews this week. I might talk about those they'll probably be on the cosplay channel. I'll be honest, but yeah, yeah. Rheinland in the Revival. Where is it? The 100 in the box, which is exactly where we want to be. So just put it there. See if that keeps us at 100. If it does, I'll blow my mind. Yeah, so we are actually cleared up to 110 now. So I go back to 150. Well, I'll go back to notch 29 of power. Just get a bit of extra energy on. I'm just going to check what that pointer is. So it's roughly halfway between the two. So that'll be about there for 110. Blowing past a steel train. Shims on. Oh, a bit of weird motion blur effect there. Another, yeah, another abandoned 110. So there is a mod that allows you to sub the 101 in for the 110. But it's like a replacement, not a substitution. Sorry, yeah. So the 101 for the 103. Sorry about that. I got confused in my head. If it was like a partial one, then I'd be cool with it. But if it hits 100%, nah, rather not. Thanks. Rather not. Thanks. Hmm. There's a warning for a 90, so I'll acknowledge. Speed off. And then no, I'll just put it into release and just take gentle notch of this stuff. Yeah, we're a bit early on. Well, we're 300 meters early on the slowdown for the 90, but that's fine. I don't mind 10 kilometers an hour is what I don't mind being below the line speed, if I'm honest. Huh, my desk light didn't. So my thing like this. So that's really bright now. That's very interesting. So you can see the CFA stand, sorry, the PZV lights set down now great. But as soon as you leave the tunnel, the brightness just disappears out of them. Very interesting. There we go. You can see that a bit better now that I've maxed out the light levels. Let's do 100. So passing 127, our next speed change is in 1.8k, but a little over a mile away. We go back up to a 110 through there. I do like the 103. So obviously the other things that come with it, you saw the 110, and we just passed one of the cab cars, which obviously comes with the other the TSG gym. I've literally got it. I just can't remember what it's called. It comes with come on, Emily. Bahnstrecke Bremen Oldenburg. There we go. Got a bit of instrument lighting now. On to 8.8, so we'll give it a second and then we'll search the power and go to 110. For 100, sorry. So I'll put power in for 120, but I'll just stop it when it gets to 110. So I'm struggling to find things to talk about because I feel like I've done all the talking I can within reason, you know. It's 140 post, so it's, well, we've got 5.2 count, we need to be back at 120. So I'll stage some power in now. I don't know why I did that. I know what the speed is. I'll show you where we are on a map here. We've come through the snaky bits and it speeds up once you pass through there. I'm on a different train to what I was on last time. Huh. Well done, Emily. Okay, so my range is 18k, so I've got a while to think about that yet. Hang on, let's check where... You actually don't go through that station particularly quick, so I should be fine. So I do my notes specifically for the scenario effect we expect to drive, and I've somehow managed to select the wrong one and not notice. So we aren't actually driving the EC51, we're driving the EC1001, calling to Brig, the Matterhorn. Brig, can't even think without... This train, yeah, so it would have a 103 on the front as far as Wiesbaden, and then a Swiss loco would take over. But it basically runs... Crap. You saw nothing. So yeah, so it would run, So according to this, it would run as far as Mannheim. Oh, so there becomes EC101. Got you. So it's EC1001. Pockets of Kurse ist dann jetzt Köln Ausbahnhof as EC1001 to Mannheim Ausbahnhof, and then becomes EC101. There you go. So I've now become madly confused with my notes, but what we'll do is we'll just put power back in. That's a rather pretty little station. I've got little things up there. Sunshades. Yeah, so like I say, this video will obviously serve as a route learner / first look. Sorry, I was a bit panicked at the start trying to get the train ready. You can also flash the headlights, as you can see. I think the lights on this are like, well, at least the indicator lights. I've got them turned up to the max, and I can barely see anything. Well, actually, yeah, I've got them turned up to the max. That's about what they look like on a you know, modern loco, so to speak. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I'm just checking where I am, which is not too far now from thingy. Bingerbrücke. So my apologies, it's not a fast run to Mainz, it is Bingerbrücke and then Mainz. Okay, so we just got emergency by Sifa, which will be fine. We just need to convince the brakes to let off. The grassy platform here. Right, what station is this? Nijvenberg. Find the repetition there. That's the word I was looking for. Find the repetition satisfying. Stop dropping Sifa. To be honest, I was sitting there spamming the button, so that leads me to believe it wasn't me. But it's to blame. So we are in a 120 limit at the moment, and we'll stay at 120 for a while. 151.4 that we brake at next. We're at 1.4. 3.4. Okay, so, as I was saying, I had some interviews this week. There's an open air history museum near me called Beamish. And yeah. Always sort, you know when you have like a thing that you want to do, but it's never managed, managed to fit it around life. Especially when it takes sort of 6 months out of your life minimum. So yeah, it's my Appalachian Trail hike. Aside from that, life's been okay. Sorry, I'm just struggling to find things to talk about. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as far ahead on YouTube videos. I'm recording this literally on Saturday, and you're watching this on Monday. And I've got no other route learners recorded at the moment, so I need to, give my head a shake. Probably gonna do Clinchfield or something like that, or some of the American stuff that I've got, because it does okay for views. To be fair, the American stuff. I mean, I'm staying away from Norfolk Southern because East Palestine and all. But aside from that, or well, Ohio in general. But aside from that, yeah, no, 130 limits. I love the fact this thing whistles. They go 130 in the box. I actually pull one notch off of power off just to be safe. To think we are rolling down a slight hill here. Yeah, not. That's going too fast for me. 148. So I've got 3k until the 100. I'm going to knock myself into coast. Sorry about this. One for 8.8. 120 warning. I think the speed drops 120 and then 100, so that's why I've noted it's 100. So there's one of the cab cars coming towards us with a regional train. Oh. Oh, I didn't know I should PZB. My bad. But the good news is, yeah, we're on the approach to Bingerbrücke. Okay, so 1000 hertz magnet, so I'm gonna let the brakes release. Okay, so we can go up to 80. Crap, so it was 60. Okay. Turns out the website I used for my notes was wrong. So again, we'll just let the brake let off. Lossen the Breken. I think that's the compressor kicking in to try and bolster up my air supply. Brakes are off. Nice. These do make their own noise. It's like the air conditioning on board makes a noise. Any chance of you going, mate? Maybe? Do that. No, my throttle is... my power's still locked out. Right, what am I doing wrong here? That brake. Release. So's that brake. Brake pressure is thingied. There we go. Shit, we're going now. Got a bit of slip there, I think is what was kicking in. Wheel slip protection. I'm going to let the train get to 60, and then I'm going to just coast it. Yeah, so I'll leave it at 60, because that is our... Actually, we are clear of PZB restriction at the moment. Probably no, we're not. I took my headset off there. Did I get PZ Seaford? I got bloody Seaford, didn't I? Oh, for crying out loud, Emily. Speed limit at 45 km/h. Cool. Freaking cool. Do apologise for this mess, folks. We will have you in the station momentarily. I'm going to acknowledge passing this signal. I'm going to put the power up, then go 45, and then acknowledge. That's an Hertz magnet, so we can actually accelerate now, but yeah. I'm just paranoid, so I'm not going to. We'll just coast it in. We're stopping at the end of this platform, which is the funkiest platform in all of Germany. Also, I was going to say that part of the platform must be closed because there's like trees in the overhead. Well, actually, there's no overhead wire. Oh no, there's a contact wire there. So yeah, there's trees in the contact wire. They'll catch fire in a moment. It's fine. Stuff like that obviously does need some work because that's not right. Okay, we'll stop up against the end here. I'm going to this a little bit on the hard side. I got the full train on, that'll do me. I'll release that brake and secure with the loco brake. Loco brake. Nope. Okay, I'm going to secure with the train brake. Let's have a quick little look into the passenger coaches as if we have the time. About a minute late. But basically, same as a modern coach. No controls usable here. You can use the handbrake, but that's about it. You've then got, obviously, these switches. I always used to think that was amazing as a kid. But yeah. Oh look, there goes a faster train. Next stop, Mainz Ostbahnhof. 27 kilometers. 27 kilometers to Mainz Ostbahnhof. I've got the hood on purely for, yeah. This also is a loco based at Frankfurt. We are sitting against a red signal though, so nothing I can do. I'm going to clarify, yeah, we've closed the doors. You wouldn't close the doors, at least on a British train. Against a red signal. That signal there applies to that line. This signal here applies to us. Try and tab the signal. No, wait for the signal to change. Okay. There we go. Got the road. Brakes off. We are limited to 40 departing. This is a cool little line. It feels like I'm sort of going through a car park, well I am. So it looks like obviously the, yeah, just one of the side platforms here that, because we put it into a platform to allow fast train through, so it's cool that they have that flexibility here. The UK, they've torn this track up longer. Once we've rejoined the main line, we're at 90, so just waiting for our train coming off. I'm still got the 85 flashing, which means, well, actually, it's restricting me to 165, so it's not really a restriction at this point. Let's go! Whoa, bit of wheel slip there, bit of wheel slip. No 0.6, like I say, it's oh, it's 90 for now that we're restricted to. Even with PZB flashes going. That'll be like that until we pass another signal and we can clear it. I'm going to drive a little slower than line speed, purely so I build up a gap between us and that train in front. Sorry, I've just got the sniffles today, like I say, and I'm just like hot. Can barely breathe. There's 1.8, so let's get up and go, I guess. So yeah, PZB's cleared. There's obviously another express coming towards us with 1 and 3, and then some passenger coaches. They're going straight up to 160, so I'll go full power. Let's do it! Smash! Smash, train, smash. Smash, smash. Train go fast. Train go new. Na 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 fast train. So 160 is the highest you can go in all of Germany, but without a LZB system, which this train is fitted with. However, as you can see, the route in front of us does not have an LZB. Therefore, we're restricted to 160. Our next speed limit, by the way, in case you're wondering, is a 12.8. We drop down to 150. And then at 13.2 we go back up to 160, so it's literally just one curve that we drop down for. I will get up to 160 for this part of the run, just to show it's possible. But yeah, it's one of those things, you know, even if you're driving a train normally, you never drive at, let's say you're in the UK and you're driving at 75 miles an hour, or 75 miles an hour is the line speed, you generally wouldn't aim to go over like 73, just to give you some breathing space. So if I'm 5k below the limit, no big deal. almost about the same level of speed, vaguely. There's 150. Fastest this little train's gone today. I do like it, but yeah, it's a you know, not a train I could drive every day, is what I'd say. I like the automation of AFB. That's all I can say to that. There we go, 160 in the box. Give that 160 up. We are drop. So yeah, it just seems to drop on a little at its speed. Yeah, we'll go up because that's too slow. Interesting, it appears my notes were imperfect on this journey. There you go. So we'll 13.2 for all, like I say. So what are my thoughts on the on the DLC? Sorry, not the modules DCS talk. We talk about DLCs before we are train sim nerds. Still locked out. Oh, smash, smash, smash. Right. There we go. 180 in the box. So as I was saying, sorry. Hopefully that's our next speed change, so I can pay attention for it. But as I was trying to say before, I kept distracting myself repeatedly. I got Seaford. I got Seaford. I didn't hear that of the brake fans. So yeah, the audio on this definitely requires some love because, like, I'm not joking. I didn't hear that at all. My ears are good enough to pass safety critical medical, and I didn't hear that. So, perfect. Right, let's go. So you'll see how fast this thing can go from a standing start. So I'll put about half power in first. So what is the dynamic force? What the dynamic force here is the amount of coaches you have on the back. Right? They add resistance. If we had no coaches, I could pull this thing away in full power without any additional concerns. However, because you know, we don't. Oh, so because we have coaches, I've got to think about how much power I'm putting in, basically. We've got 10k until we need to be at 100. So what I'll probably do is, well, what I will do is go up to 160 and then chop power off. So you can hear me like aggressively smashing. Nope, nope, no. Come on, Emily. It's as I was saying, I mean, I'm running this at 60 FPS, near enough locked, which is nice. Overall, you know, bear in mind I'm recording as well. So yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a good little route. I wish it was modern era, just because I prefer modern. Like, that's just me in general, though. The good news is just trains are developing for TSW now. So we are at 160. What I'm going to do is idle, and then we'll coast, and then brake at about 2k to go. Sorry, I'm just sniffled up today. I think I'm going to stop talking. Well, I'm going to stop talking after this video. I'll be fine then. Fun little fact, by the way. You can see we basically, this is under the sort of the way the mileposts are done. This is one route from yeah, down this section. This is another, and this is a third. So yeah, dear God, that stuff I want to try to explain, and it just it's like no, no, Emma. Can I make it? As it be just for the crack? Just ready to park the train up in Mainz and then never have to look at German signalling for the 6 months. Oh, I hate this game. You know what? One moment, please. There we go. Seafare has now been isolated. I can proceed on my merry way. Note the brake wasn't off enough. Yeah, like I say, these are very sort of specific locos, shall we call them that? So we are going to be at 100. And I'm just going to put a coast in there. As you can see, yeah, 5.2k to Mainz. So I'll go to 100 and then just... Honestly, guys, this is as close to bloody torture as I've had in a while in train sim. There's our warning for the 100. So the milepost we're looking for is milepost 49.4, and that is telling us, that'll be telling us that, well, 49.4, so we need to be at 50 basically. That'll be in the 10 foot down there on the right, from memory. Taking light, so it's an 80k limit. Let's see, no, we've not got a flicker though, which is good. I'll drop down to 80 and leave it there. We're actually at 50 now, so... Literally, this train is such a pain in the butt to drive. I'd say I'm sad to finish the journey, but no, I'm glad to be done. I'm bloomin' glad. there's 49.4, so the 50 will be in this area here, which is fine, just before the station. Don't know if we're holding that 110 up. If we are, lol soz. I'm not even sure what got me there in terms of magnets. I acknowledged that signal going past it, didn't I? Yeah, because that was the one that had the... No, that's a reverse signal, so I would need to acknowledge that one. So I've got no idea what catch... No. Yeah, I acknowledged that one, I think. I don't know anymore. We're approaching the end of the platform. We're going to stop at the end, under the cover here at Mainz. On Mainz Ausbahnhof. Actually, I've been here as well, yeah, because you do come into this station in the... I think we stopped the ice one in here, really vaguely, because I think it's changed a lot, but the track layout now suddenly seems really familiar. So, yeah, because I was a depot, yeah. So we stopped here, we stopped here in the ice video. It's been ages, though, so like I could better remember it. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go. It's being held down on speed because we're approaching a red aspect. And then I want to go and install this route. Literally my head hurts from driving on it. I'll just stop it at the end. There we go. Bring it to a stand. Unlock the doors. Reverse will go to neutral. Well, actually, we're going to shut the car down because we are taking our key. We're getting off here. And then... Actually, so it goes to the off position, which I can never find. Do that, and then we'll do that. And then we're done. Alright, so I'm going to hand over to our colleague who's going to take the train forward to Mannheim. And then this engine will come off the front. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, no. See you next time. Bye.